The end game is to win.
به چند ویدیو مهم ترند از مصاحبه‌های شاهزاده رضا پهلوی و صحبت‌های مهمتر ترامپ و همچنین به مصاحبه کاترین شکدم و لو دادن مخفیگاه خامنه‌ای می‌پردازیم. ممنون میشم قبل از دیدن ویدیو حتما ویدیو رو لایک کنید.
اعلیحضرت، ممنون که با ما هستید. آیا در 72 ساعت گذشته با مردم داخل ایران در تماس بوده اید؟
همانطور که می‌دانید ارتباط با داخل ایران بسیار دشوار است. من 2 شب پیش توانستم با چند نفر از مردم که مستقیم از خیابان آمده بودند از طریق فیس تایم صحبت کنم تا بگویند اوضاع در داخل چگونه است. شجاعت آنها واقعاً شگفت‌انگیز و تحسین برانگیز است. اما خبر تلخ این است که در 2 روز گذشته تلفات بیشتری داشتیم. تعداد کشته‌ها 4 برابر قربانیان حملات 11 سپتامبر شده است.
عدد تقریبی چقدر است؟
حدود 12,000 نفر یا بیشتر؟ بله، بیش از 12,000 نفر.
یعنی کشته و نه بازداشت، درسته؟
ما درباره استفاده از سلاح‌های نظامی صحبت می‌کنیم. کلاشنیکوف، خودروهای زرهی که به سمت معترضان بی سلاح شلیک می‌کنند. اجساد را با بولدوزر جمع می‌کنند و از هر خانواده پول گلوله را می‌گیرند تا اجازه بدهند بقایای عزیزانشان را تحویل بگیرند. آنچه در حال وقوع است وحشتناک است.
Now we're hearing that they're going to start hanging protesters tomorrow. So it comes back to the question, have they crossed your red line or has the line moved?
I haven't heard about the hanging. If they hang them, you're going to see some things that I don't know what where you come from and what your thought process is, but you'll perhaps be very happy.
What do you mean by that?
We will take very strong action. If they do such a thing, we will take very strong action.
And this strong action you're talking about, what's the end game?
The end game is to win. I like winning.
How do you define that in Iran?
Well, let's define it in Venezuela, and let's define it in Iran, where it wiped out their Iran nuclear threat in a period of about 15 minutes once the B-2s got there. And that was a complete obliteration, as it turns out, which is what I said initially. Then some questioned it, and they said, Trump was right. So we've been right about everything. We don't want to see what's happening in Iran happen. And, if they want to have protests, that's one thing. When they start killing thousands of people, and now you're telling me about hanging, we'll see how that works out for them. It's not going to work out good.
Shalom, Katrin Shakdam. Good evening.
Good evening, Ayala. How are you?
Great. We've missed you.
Missed you too.
Do you have those days direct connection with the people or in Iran?
I do. I do very much.
And what do you hear from them?
But many things. The first thing is that Ayatollah Khamenei ran. He ran away from Tehran. He was driven out. Tehran has officially fallen to the revolution. And he's hiding in Tabas in one of the bunkers. The deal was to go to Mashhad.
Are you sure?
I'm certain.
Because he ran away from Tehran?
He did.
But his main bunker is in Mashhad.
He did. But he couldn't go to Mashhad for the reason that Mashhad fell too. So you have the biggest cities in Iran that have fallen to the revolution. The people in Iran that have said enough. And they're winning. They are advancing against the RSGC.
What do you mean fallen? Tehran fallen? What do you mean?
All the RSGC bases have been taken over by the people, by Iranians. The siege has run away. Commanders are literally reneging and abandoning the regime, and they are rejecting the orders of the Ayatollah.
But how can you be in contact with them? No phone, no electricity, no internet.
You need to say thank you to Elon Musk. Starlink is working, not across the country, but some people have access.
Great.
And some people have satellite phones.
And how different is this wave of demonstration from other waves?
First of all, the biggest one is that Isfahan is involved. So the bazaar, the middle class of Iran has moved. This is big. Revolutions in Iran have to get that one element. They have to come in and they have to fight. So this is different. Second, the people are not afraid anymore. The fear factor has been broken. There is no more ground to be ceded to the Ayatollah. And there's a love for freedom. They believe in it this time. They can feel it. The fantasy of being free is no longer a fantasy. You have millions of people. It's growing every day. Every day, Ayala, more people, despite the cannons, beside everything that the regime has thrown at them.
The shooting, the prisoners,
yes.
The executions.
Yes, they don't care anymore. Look,
they have nothing to lose.
Absolutely. When everything has been taken away from you, when your life is suffocated, death is better. And so they're fighting for life. It's important.
Listen, but if we listen to you very carefully, we think that it's done. It's a done deal already. But there is still a huge question mark about the results of this revolution, we say.
Of course, look, I would love to come here and say it's over. We won. Iranians have won. Freedom is theirs. Unfortunately, Khamenei is still alive. The RSGC was created to protect the regime, not the man. They could reinvent themselves and turn the country into another regime, another form of dictatorship, this time military. So there's still danger. So we'll see. But I believe that this time the people mean it. And I want to trust them. I want to trust that they're going to take it through.
So the day after a revolution, most of the revolutions in the world, like we see the French Revolution, the Russian Revolution, after the revolution, even if it succeeds, there is a chaos.
Of course.
Iran is facing the same.
It depends. It depends if, the conference who said he wanted to help decide to.
Pahlavi, you mean?
Yes. It depends if someone else decides to lead the country and give people the hope and the change they need. But that means having a plan.
What about his son, Mojtaba?
He's the
Khamenei's son, I mean.
Yes, he's the most dangerous man in my mind. Look, people talk about Khamenei. Khamenei is the face of the regime. Mojtaba is the power and the violence behind the regime. He's the man to get. Not Khamenei. Khamenei, I mean, okay, fine. But Mojtaba is dangerous.
Trump gives them power, and they said that Israel is behind all the wave.
We are behind everything, Ayala, don't you know? The weather.
The protocols.
I mean, yes, everything is us. We are wonderful people.
So it's not done yet.
Not done, but
It's
soon.
very interesting. Thank you very much.
My pleasure,
Katrina.
Ayala.
من اگر طرفدار جمهوری اسلامی هم باشم شهامتش رو دارم که اینجا بگم یک بازی فوتباله که وسطش با هم دیگه دست میدن، آخر بازی هم مردم با آخر بازی هم با مردم ما دست خواهیم داد. دیوار برلین شکست،
ولی مردم با شما دست نخواهند داد احمد آقا. مردم دستی که به خون فرزندانشون آغشته است نخواهند فشرد.
تقاضای بخشش از مردم شریف داریم. اگر ما برگردیم حوزه به هیچ
برگردید خب برگردید حوزه دیگه.
برمیگردیم به حوزمون ولی بدانید آگاه باشید از ترس نیست، از کرنش نیست،
اصلا از پهلوانیتونت
برگردید. الان مردم همینو میگن شما برگردین مسجد و حوزه، اصلا چیکار دارین تو سیاست؟
ما باز خواهیم گشت ولی فردا اگر کسی بخواد تو قد و قامت خلخالی ظاهر بشه و از ما انتقام گیری کنه به هیچ عنوان جوان مردانه نیست.
کسی انتقام
خودم با چند تا از
کسی دنبال انتقام گیری نیست.
همون شبی که مهسا امینی کشته شد 5 تا از برادرای پاسدار ما تا 7 شب گریستیم، چشمامون تا صبح پف کرد. آقای دوست برادر به هیچ عنوان خون رو با خون نمیشورم.
بله.
در این مرحله حساس خواهش میکنم صدای مردم ایران باشید. هر لایک، هر کامنت و هر بازنشر قدمی است برای رساندن صدای انقلاب ایران به افکار عمومی جهان و نادیده نماندن این لحظه تاریخی. ما پیروزیم.